Lansing's least the rest of California are at least a problem right now. DC is gonna be nuked. District of Columbia is gonna be nuked. Wow, a lot of businesses are boarding up. Family-owned restaurant Weston's Coupe has been a Lansing staple for nearly a century. Oh, that's what the office is. Okay, I know that. Makes sense why M Live would be there. The M Live magazine is boarded up, which is surprising. I didn't know it was actually in Lansing. I thought it was near Lansing. I thought the M Live office was somewhere else. No offense, guys. I thought the M Live office was not in Lansing. I thought it was somewhere else. It's in Lansing. Many business owners say they'll stay open as long as possible. Philanthropic foundations across the nation, including ones here in West Michigan, are banding together to call on leaders to protect. So I'm gonna have some breakfast right now, guys. Then I don't know. Ooh. Well, right now it's currently 30 degrees outside. Okay, I'm done. I gotta eat some before I throw up. Pepsi's down. Ooh, Pepsi's down. Parego's down. That's bad. I mean, I don't have sponsors in the companies, but still, that's bad. I buy that stuff. I buy Pepsi, I buy Parego. Ooh, that's real bad. Pfizer's down 5 points, which is bad because Pfizer is kind of important right now. Pfizer's making that vaccine. PNC, don't care, but I need to stop watching the stocks before it gets more depressing. It's supposed to snow around 5 p.m. in GR, so we might get snow around there too. S&P's down 27 points. To help enhance prosperity in local communities. Spartan's down 41 points. Okay. Holland supposed to snow at around 9. So we'll see what happens today. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to be reading B-Stars later, so here we go. Recordings. I'm going to watch some old SpongeBob. Classic. It's not just the foundations that are taking issue with what's happened. Corporations all across the country now are reassessing political donations. Reporting live from home, Mike Kravsik, News Channel 3. F is for fun. Federal law enforcement agencies say the cost of F is for you and me. F is for you and me. Me. A new intelligence bulletin warns it's cold. I'm cold, but I'm all right. Let's see at that. I'm gonna make breakfast now. Back in a minute. Have fun, you two. Wear pants. Your work here is done. Not quite. I was promised a movie and some plastic popcorn. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? As stormy and yellow and porous is he. If nautical nonsense be something you wish, then drop on the deck and float like a fish. Tonight, the season finale of The Astronauts is like nothing. It's the warp drive from an alien starship. On we're gonna bring that bad boy home. We make history. Earth will be history. What just happened? Altitude. We're gonna the season finale of The Astronauts. Tonight at 7, only on Nick. One in 2 kids is underhydrated. Plant-powered Creative Roots gives kids the hydration they need with the fruit flavors they love and 1 gram of sugar. Find Creative Roots in the kids' juice aisle. Have you tried the 4-in-1 power Brazil Oxy discs? Man, I want to watch this. Deliver fiber care, freshness. During the violent insurrection in Washington, in which the Department of Justice says will likely take part in armed protests this weekend.
The federal trial for 6 men accused of plotting to kidnap Governor Whitmer is now expected to begin in March. A judge has set a trial date for March 23rd. They are accused of wanting to abduct the governor over her COVID-19 restrictions. Five of the men.
Chris Craw. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? Okay, what's this? Oh, that's old-fashioned ATT switchboard. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm just doing some crazy stuff. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, 2 months ago.
I just needed to. Oh, dear goodness gracious in heaven, what is that? It's my dick.
Yeah, right. They can't show us that cartoon, so they could be hilarious. Oh wait, they already do show that already on YouTube. Not Angel does, but they do show Papa Pig, which looks just like one. Papa Pig looks just like one. I don't know why the kids even watch that show. That show's not appropriate for kids. I don't care it's British, but still, it's not appropriate for kids because it looks just like one. Come on, even thousands of people tell me, Tyler, I agree with you. It looks like somebody shouldn't be on TV. Whoever designed it must be on high on coke or something because it looks not appropriate for kids. Remove the eyes, it looks like something not appropriate. Oh, what's this? Lucifer's son. So would that make Damien Charlie's brother? So wait, so Damien that means that's true. That means Damien is Charlie's brother. That'd make more sense.
Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, of course, focus on the setting of hell, with Has-Been giving us earthborn sinners as a focus, and Hell of a Boss focusing more on natural-born citizens. Despite being rooted mostly in Christianity's ideas of hell, we don't exactly have clear answers on where the natural-born demons of hell actually came from. God has yet to be mentioned in the show, outside of a joke from Blitz, but even if he does exist as an entity in the universe, it doesn't tell us the story of how imps and hellhounds came to live in hell. Where did these species come from? My name's Deep Cut, this is Cartoon Universe, and today we're going to be breaking down 4 facts about Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss that you won't hear on the show. and that I want to thank everyone from our last video who subscribed. I'm really proud of how well these Has-Been Hotel commentary videos are doing, but only 7% of viewers are actually subscribed to us. After talking about that in the last video, we got 5 times as many subscribers than usual. So thank you all for your support, and I hope you like what we come out with next. And if you haven't subscribed, it's not too late. Where would you rather be in a week? Subscribe or listening to me throw shade at you for not subscribing? Fact 1. Razzle and Dazzle were created by Lucifer himself. Charlie is, of course, the princess of hell. And
Is that
while
Luna?
There's still some debate about just how much torment the other demons can inflict upon her, both because of her supposed immortality and her insane power level. It seemed important to Lucifer that Charlie have some form of protection when he's not around, which was pretty common apparently, as Busy Pop has described him as a good dad, but an absent one. Baggy had to be checked out by the main family to ensure that she could help protect Charlie, but before her, Charlie's protection came from these tiny demon goats we see in the pilot, who are named Razzle and Dazzle. They are designed to look like stuffed animals because, in the world of the show, they actually were Charlie's toys growing up. At some point, Lucifer used his magic to bring them to life to be her bodyguards. Now, this may seem unimportant, but there are a few interesting details about Razzle and Dazzle that support the theory that all demons were created similarly to them, by Lucifer, or perhaps by one of the other higher level demons. Razzle and Dazzle don't showcase this in the show, at least not yet, but like all demons, it's been confirmed by Busy Pop that they have this small, simple form that we see for everyday life, but they have the ability to transform into a bigger demon at will. All demons have this ability, but we've only seen bits and pieces of it here and there, such as Charlie growing horns in her song, or Angel and Katie Killjoy growing extra arms, with Alistair being the only one to showcase his full transformation in one of the comics. Like the other demons in the show, Razzle and Dazzle have their own personalities, and they even desire food and have particular tastes in it, indicating that they are just as much a real demon as either the earthborn sinners or the natural-born citizens of hell. With that in mind, I think it is possible that Lucifer created lower-level demons like imps or hellhounds by simply breathing life into them. That being said, Lucifer himself is not traditionally thought of as being born in hell, but rather that he was cast out of heaven as one of its natural-born citizens. This would likely mean that heaven in the Has-Been verse is filled with natural-born angels, the same way that hell is with natural-born demons. And it's possible that, like Lucifer, other demons simply rebelled in heaven alongside him, getting them sent to the different rings of hell, but without the authority of the 7 princes, as they simply weren't as powerful as them. Fact number 2. If a demon makes it into heaven, they get a new form, and vice versa. While a demon's body is supposed to be a reflection of their soul, it would appear that heaven and hell themselves affect the way that it presents differently. This explains why when we see characters like Molly, Angel's sister, she looks like a spider demon, despite it being said in live streams that she does not live in hell. This would mean that hellhounds and imps and such could possibly be from heaven and simply have different forms there. For instance, imps might look like cherubs, which acts as a sort of polar opposite to the imps.
Oh, I'd be wrong. Want some TVs. That's what I want to do.
Wow, that's pretty. Camera picking up the first part, so that's good. Zoomed out. That's listening too. No listening. These straps. Is that anything? No, they're not. Horseshoes.
Hang on, okay, guys. We'll be doing some more B-Stars. Can't believe that. 7/6/22 of last year. That was an old date. Let me change all these numbers. Okay, that's fixed.
Tomorrow during the afternoon and tomorrow night, and that will continue into our Monday. So as we go through tomorrow morning, so we're taking you all the way through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Notice how we're not putting much down. But then once we go through 9 a.m. tomorrow all the way through 9 p.m. tomorrow, that's when we have an inch or maybe even 2 inches in Cass, Van Buren counties as you get closer to the lake shore there, including Berrien as well. And we'll put down some more light snow on Tuesday. So we have a couple of periods of light snow over the next few days here. They're not going to do all that much, but it's not until the middle and later part of the week, Hannah, that I'm forecasting some quieter weather. All right, well, we'll look forward to the middle of this upcoming week. Yeah, unless you're a snow fan, then you kind of like the next. Hey, I wouldn't be mad. I'd go skiing, so maybe Mother Nature do your job. Yeah. The job that some of us like. We both like it. I know not everybody does, though. Right. All right, thanks so much, Christina. Another big beer brand jumps on the wellness wagon with a new sparkling drink, the surprising non-alcoholic beverage you'll want to wind down with. Plus, how Facebook is limiting its services amid threats of national protests. That's when we return.
Cold Buick GMC knows your time is valuable. That's why we've developed the 45-minute buying process. We'll help you find the vehicle that's right for you. Browse our hundreds of vehicles in stock in a low-pressure environment. Everything you want, Cole's got it.
We make buying your next vehicle easy at Cold Buick GMC. Everything you want, Cole's got it.
Happy New Year from Cold Buick GMC on Southwest Edge in Portage.
Think you know football? Then put your gridiron IQ to the test and play Pigskin Picks.
Go to WWNT.com for your chance to win a trip to Hawaii or a $300 gift card. Pigskin Picks is brought to you by West Michigan Chevy Dealers.
Menards has everything you need for your painting project. We have the best brands, best quality, and best prices, period, on paints from Pittsburgh. Choose your paint colors with confidence. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create over 2,000 color options. Grand Distinction is a paint and primer in one with a distinctively rich and beautiful color. A gallon is $30.98. Now, during Menards Project Day sale. Save big money at Menards.
For For over 65 years, Blaine's Farm and Fleet has been the place to find quality tools at great prices. We're your hardware headquarters with everything you need to start and finish this year's DIY projects. Like $60 off this DeWalt drill driver kit, just $99. This bucket boss suspension brake, $44.99.
Okay, now I'm gonna watch. This year, this being 2021, is a year that is one of the worst years ever in history. 2021 is one of the worst years. This is one of the worst years. This is the 25th anniversary of some bad things that happened. Like, if you ever seen the movie Unstoppable, today's the 25th anniversary of that, because that's when it really happened. 9/11. And also, this is also the 20th anniversary. This year is also the 20th anniversary of the Michiana tornado. I remember the Michiana tornado personally because I was in it. And there's like 6 tornadoes. There was one tornado that was so powerful. Now, there was one tornado that did hit the area that went through 3 counties. Okay? 3 counties. 3 counties, yeah. Started in Michigan, started in the county of Indiana, and ended up in Cass County, and ended in St. Joseph County, Michigan, which is the county we're in. Now, according to I looked at maps, it ended in Flowerfield Township, Michigan. Behind me, there's a map of St. Joseph County, Michigan. Yeah, it went through 3 counties in Michigan. It ended in Flowerfield Township. It actually ended in the Howardsville, Flowerfield Township area. That's where it ended in. Okay. Now, Howardsville just has a school and some other things. It's a little bitty community about yay big. It's like Leonidas, Michigan.
Facebook says it's monitoring for signs of impending violence and instituting new
Cords
policies
down.
ahead of Inauguration Day. But it says repeat offenders won't be able to stream live video through Wednesday. They also won't be able to create groups, events, or pages. In a statement Friday,
okay, looks like we won't be on Wednesday. The Q&A. Oh, I think Wednesday. Oh, it's Facebook, not YouTube. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. We're not gonna keep. We might keep an eye on this. Might not.
Facebook say they've already taken down content that contains the phrase "Stop the Seal." CBD lovers, listen up. You might want to add these drinks to your collection of CBD products. Drink company Molson Coors is unveiling a new line of non-alcoholic sparkling CBD beverages. The Berry Vale is exclusively available in Colorado. It comes in 3 different flavors.
Now this date.
Targon to help you focus, strawberry hibiscus for your mind and body, and blueberry lavender to help you unwind. That last one sounds good. All right, time to check in now with meteorologist Christina. Hey, good morning, Christina.
We'll just not later on tonight.
We have some weather to talk about over the next few days. I think today we have snow showers, but some
Michiana tornado, 2001, YouTube.
Snow showers. By tomorrow, light accumulations are going to be possible.
October 24th, 2001. Cass County, Michigan. Niles, Michigan. I mean, if you lived in Michigan like I do, you remember the Michiana tornado. I mean, it happened so fast, it was not even funny. Now, this tornado took over 2 states, and I was looking online to see if there's any records of it existing, and not much footage I could find on it, which is surprising. Because WSBT, Channel 16, I mean, according to my knowledge, WSBT talked about the tornado because I was watching it when it hit. We had Carrie Peugeot, we had Rick Mecklenburg, who used to work there, who was on Fox 17 for a short time. I don't know. Both of them were actually those 2 guys were actually up there, pretty much up our ass watching it. And what about 2001 here? Computer graphics weren't that good. I mean, computer graphics were all right, but still, I remember that day perfectly. But that's not for a few months, so we have to wait a while before I can talk about M. Because I remember it perfectly. M.I. Now, if you live in Michigan, and you lived around 2001, you know what I'm talking about. I was going crazy. Now, we had an F3 or F2 hit around here where I wasn't living here in this area at the time. I was living in Niles, Michigan in 2001. Now, this happened a month after 9/11, actually, which is surprising. It was a little over a month ago, and cleanup didn't even start yet. If you know what I'm talking about. Now, a lot of people remember Michiana tornado perfectly. I mean, I remember that day perfectly. I mean, I remember after school what happened. Got off of school where I was going to school at the time, East Side. I was riding bus 18, International School Bus. What year? Not sure back then. I wasn't really into stuff back then. Yeah, TO. Now we get tornadoes here in Michigan. We get tornadoes. I mean, we get everything that our state gets, but a. Now most people don't remember it because if you're not if you were not born after, I remember Michigan tornado perfectly because there we go. Now there was, I'm telling you right now, there's like 5 or 6 tornado outbreak October 24th. What station that's from? Oh, that's ABC 57. Which didn't exist. Now that tornado destroyed a lot of October 24th. Yeah, and this had to be around. Okay, it was okay. I was right and wrong. Okay, I don't know if I'm out of Indiana, but this is what happened. Okay, we even had tornadoes. Okay, we had one. Okay, now the tornado that I'm talking about was an F3. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. The tornado that hit back in that day was an F3. It started in St. Joseph County. It started in LaPorte County, Indiana, at the line. LaPorte County, Indiana. It ended in St. Joseph County, Michigan. Now it started there, went through near Niles and stuff like that. But according to this map I'm looking right here, there was a big F1 and it went through. Now this year we had 2 F3s, 2 F2s. No, 3 F2s, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 2 F3s, 1 in Indiana, 1 in Ohio. Now the Michigan tornado was so bad that they actually added other cities to this. Now this tornado was so bad it went through. It affected Berrien, Branch, Cass, St. Joseph, and Hillsdale counties in Michigan. Even affected some counties in Ohio. That's how bad the storm was. There was one F1 in Hillsdale County. There was 2 F1s in St. Joseph County, Michigan. There was that big one. There was like one tornado went through Cass County, which was that F1. I mean, that F3 we had back. Okay, which I remember that 3. I was in the F3. There was one F2 in LaPorte area. Also went into the same county. Now, the thing is though, the damage wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, Dairy Queen lost her roof. But, I mean, I'm from that I was actually in that tornado. How do I remember that? Because I remember that. I was getting out of school at Eastside back in 2001. It was a normal day, boring, 1st or 2nd grade. I don't remember. I got held back then. Walked to the place, and I don't like running because running's not. She told me to run, and we're not going to the front door at all. She yelled at me, "Get your butt in the." She told me to get duck in the door. I heard it and ran. I ran inside. I said, "Got my shoes." She said, "Downstairs." We stayed upstairs. Watched the TV. Said, "Get downstairs." We went downstairs and watched TV. The funny thing is, a few days earlier, about a few days later, we learned our tornado drills already. And me and another kid who's about my age knew what we're supposed to do. Duck and cover. Stick our butts in the air. Which, we did that. People are thinking, wait, how does Todd know what to do? So, yeah. Me and my friend were doing the tornado procedure, and the kids were like, what are you guys doing? And we thought, wait, I think we have probably. And I told them, we found some blankets. We found some mattress or something. I mean, before that, we didn't know we put a mattress over us, but we got told we found blankets or something. We were downstairs where her kids lived. We got some blankets, put them over the kids. Okay. And it tells me that was interesting, but so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 10 tornadoes that day. Which the thing is, though, we got told there was 4. Which technically, in our area, there was 4. Yeah, I classify that. Yeah, Goshen. I mean, there's actually 4. Yeah, there's maybe 4 in our area, but still, the F3 we had was pretty good. I mean, next time we had any severe weather for tornadoes was maybe 2 years later. 2003, which we never had one. But I mean, so yes, I've been through a tornado. I mean, I've been through the Michigan tornado, which was pretty bad. I mean, there's no. I mean, this video. Okay, yeah, they're showing the feed here from the years ago, but yeah, this tornado was so bad. I mean, AZ, which I'm from, which years later, still surprising what happened after all these years. It still happened after all these years. I mean, it's typical. I mean, if you live in Dixie Alley, it's worse for you if you live in Dixie Alley. What's Dixie Alley? Well, we're not changing that. We're gonna keep it Dixie Alley. Now, if you lived in Louisiana, then you have it worse than anyone. I mean, the worst state living is Louisiana. Okay, now if Louisiana, I'm sorry, it's just that you guys got mostly swamp there, and you also have this other thing called hurricanes. I mean, Dixie Alley is one of the worst places. I mean, if you live in Dixie Alley, you know, tornadoes are the worst, but Dixie Alley is worse too. But Dixie Alley is twice as worse because you get hurricanes and you get tornadoes, and you're mostly covered in swamp too. I mean, Louisiana, was one of the worst states got hit by Katrina, and that's it. Bend Harbor, South Bend. Yep, there we are. I know where that is. At 4 o'clock, just got hit. I mean, the damage was bad, but not too bad. I mean, it was not as bad as it could be. I mean, there were damages, but this I do remember. This I do remember because I know that's it. This is right on the state line of Michigan, Indiana. I do remember that. I remember that because I remember going down that road a few days later to see that. That Dairy Queen lost its roof. Besides that, and that was right on the state line, which is also Michiana. Was a hop and skip from Niles. Now that Dairy Queen is still around, but now it's a restaurant. A different type of restaurant. After 20 years, a different type of restaurant. I'll show you what I mean. Here it is. Now, that Dairy Queen is right in the state line. Now, people are wondering, is that bad? Well, technically, no. It was not that bad. I mean, besides, we also had a warning system that affected it. I mean, when the warning system went off, everyone who was near TV or radio, I mean, that's 2001, guys. And actually, not many people actually died from that tornado, which is surprising. More people survived in tornadoes now. I mean, since 2000, tornado technology has been improved since 2000. I mean, I was watching something on Way TV the other day from 1980s. From 1995, 96 to now, technology has changed the past 30 years. I mean, back in the 70s, the operators came out. I mean, you use them from World War II to track tornadoes. I mean, Xena, Ohio, heard of that tornado? That's how bad the worst technology was back then. I mean, yeah. Worst tornado on record was the one from 1925, almost 100 years ago, the Tri-State tornado from 1925. Wait a minute. I mean, things later have changed, but not much. I mean, YouTube didn't even exist yet. Okay, that's not near my grandparents' house. But I mean, a lot of people survived the tornado. I mean, not many people died from that tornado, those tornadoes, which is surprising. Now let's change it to something else, guys. Something that's more fun to watch. I mean, we changed. A lot of things have changed. I mean,
Light up your new year with a top.
the state that has the hardest time to track. I mean, one state. I mean, every single U.S. state and parts of Canada can get tornadoes. Even Mexico gets tornadoes. But in Mexico, their systems are just for earthquakes, seismic, or
Back in the summer, the producers of Top Gear gave each of them 1,500 which was a nice gesture. Very nice. Then they said we each had to go out and spend our money on a Porsche. That meant going through eBay and auctions and so on and buying a proper Porsche for less than 1,500 quid.
Yes, and then when we'd done it, we all had to meet up in the city of London with our Porsches, and we'd be set a series of challenges to find out which one of us had got the best deal. Here's what happened.
This is Exchange Square in the heart of Europe's biggest financial district. It's the spiritual home of hedges, stocks, futures, and of course, Porsches. They're probably not ones like this. It's what I bought though, a 23-year-old 924. The Porsche that was designed for everyone.
I didn't spend 1,500 quid on my 924. I didn't even spend a grand. 750 quid. On the Porsche, 750 quid.
$900.
I was feeling pleased until I saw what James had bought.
You've got a 944 in white. This looks alright for like a really big distance.
What do you mean for the distance? It looks alright, Casey. This has got a 2.5 litre four-cylinder engine. It's a proper Porsche developed engine. Whereas I think your car has the engine from a VW.
What kind of engine do you have?
Hedges, stocks, futures, and of course, Porsches. They're probably not ones like this. It's what I bought though, a 23-year-old 924.
Okay. Let's see how those go for right now. In proper condition. A Porsche 924.
Here's a summary from Porsche. The 924, which was available as of model year 1976, was developed by Porsche on behalf of Volkswagen as the successor to the 914 and eventually produced internally. The 125 horsepower engine was adopted from the Audi 100 and modified by Porsche.
So he doesn't have a V8 engine. They think he has a V8 engine, but he doesn't. There were about. That's not bad at all. Right now, we can get a Porsche 924, a 1987 Porsche 924 Sport right now for $4,500 as of 2016. Still, that's not bad. Porsche 928. Okay, there's none of those left, okay. Porsche 944.
According to Wikipedia, the Porsche 944 is a sports car manufactured by German automobile manufacturer Porsche from 1982 to 1991.
Okay, those go for about 10. Those go for about. Jesus Porsche goes for about 10 grand, a little over 10 grand. So that's not bad for a 944, about 10. So James's car's worth a little bit more than anyone else's. 928, we know, is rubbish. And the 928 we don't want to talk about because who had two of those already? So Jeremy did. Because the plate.
Porsche that was designed for everyone.
I didn't spend 1,500 quid on my 924. I didn't even spend a grand. 750 quid. On the Porsche, 750 quid, and the lights pop up.
I was feeling
It's a good deal.
until I saw what James had bought.
You've got a 944 in white.
Colonel? What? You know those sunspots?
It's all right, but like a really big distance.
Colonel? Remember those sunspots I told you about?
This has got a 2.5 four-cylinder engine. It's a proper Porsche developed engine. Whereas I think your car has the engine from a VW van. What's his name? Well, I'm expecting him to have got one of those, to be honest.
In fact, his nibs had been rather more ambitious.
Oh, my. He's got a 928.
Absolutely, a 928. No everyman Porsche for me. This
We're having sex with guys.
4.7 litre V8.
Oh, no. I give you a timeless classic.
A proper Porsche.
I need to put a shirt on later.
928 on our budget.
Beneath this rather faded,
Yeah, freezing.
ruined exterior.
Look at my shirt. My home shirt was I wear it.
Your arthritis.
Have a look at this. I mean, have a look at this.
It's even full of junk.
No, these are the water bottles.
Ugh.
A little bit necessary
Got you.
in order to make it kind of
After this, guys, after breakfast, guys, I'm gonna do some other things.
Advertised as spares.
Can we have an order, please? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Veteran cars can make it from London to Glasgow, but can you?
No.
No, absolutely. That's how I do it. 5 points are lost for each time you have to open the bonnet en route past thousands of you. Throw the bonnet away. Rendezvous on the seafront to receive your next challenge, assuming you make it. Jeremy.
Wide range.
We are on the way.
So I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. And by then, we'll do some B-stars. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Oh my god, I got Steve.
Jeremy breaking down.